Hello and welcome to the Somerset News Channel, channel number 2, where I have a little rant every now and again. I was going to do it once a week, but it looks like I'm doing it once a day. As I've said, the Labour Party and Starmer, they just keep coming. Now, we understand we might be sending long-range missiles to Ukraine. Now, the war in Ukraine has been going on for years. Now, my take on the war is that the southern Ukraine, around the Crimea, is a Russian-speaking immigrants that came from Russia into Ukraine. The eastern part of Ukraine, they actually speak Hungarian, because they used to be a part of Hungary. But after the Second World War, all the lines and borders changed. The northern part of Ukraine, some of the people even speak Polish. Now, what was happening was that there was a civil war going on in the south before the Russians got involved. And the Ukrainians were attacking the people of Crimea. The Crimeans, being Russian speaking and linked to Russia, got the Russians to come in and help. The West calls it an invasion. I don't think it was. I think the Russians went in to help secure the Russian speaking people of the Crimea. Now, things have just escalated from there. The war's gone on and on. Ukraine has lost over 600,000 men. That's terrible. For what? It's almost a virtual stalemate now. Oh, Ukraine invaded Russia a couple of weeks ago. But the Russians have pushed them back. They're almost back into Ukraine now. Getting information out of Ukraine and what is the truth is, you watch the YouTube channels that do the news, and some are pro-Ukraine and some are pro-Russian. So you watch both of them and try and make out what's going on. And it looks like the Russians have taken the gloves off, because they're now using hypersonic missiles to attack Ukraine. The radar can't pick them up fast enough for them to sound the sirens for people to go into the bomb shelters. So people are being killed. This is what happens in a war, unfortunately. And they're killing each other. Now, I want to stop the war. And there was a peace plan. There was a peace plan on the table, that there was going to be a ceasefire. Ukraine was going to be an independent country, and the Crimea was going to be its own separate independent state. Much like Ireland and Northern Ireland. Same sort of scenario. But Biden put a skybosh on it. He said no. And the EU is involved in it all over the place. We've sent them all our spare arms, all our old kit, so they can fight. You know, all we've done is fed a war that didn't need to go on. We could have had that peace treaty and stopped all this. We're getting reports that the West are saying, oh, Russia wants to invade Poland and they want to take over the European Union. I don't see that. All Russia wants is Ukraine to be an independent country, neutral, not in the EU and maybe not in Russia. And I'll agree to that. That sounds like a good plan. But what do we find? A couple of days ago, the American Secretary of State and our Foreign Secretary went to Ukraine. What were they talking about? I don't know. Hopefully, they were talking about a ceasefire and stopping the war and getting a peace treaty. But they've come back. They've gone to America now with Starmer. So our Foreign Secretary has gone to America to talk to Biden. And now the story comes out that we're going to send them these long-range missiles, which is increasing the war again. Where's the Stop the War coalition? And give peace a chance. Not a word on the press. They've got to be out there somewhere. I believe we can stop this war. And what I think they want to do is they want to increase the war before November, before Trump gets elected in the United States. And I think they want to do as much damage as they can to Russia. If our kit has all been given to the Ukrainians to defend itself, that's what we gave them for, not to attack Russia, but to defend itself. If we've given them all our kit and it's all been destroyed, what hope have we got of fighting Russia if there was an escalation of the war? We would lose. We got no chance of winning. So the best thing to do is let Ukraine be an independent state, free from Russia, free from the EU, and then let's have peace. Why are we sending them missiles just so they can kill more people? It's now not a defense of Ukraine. It's now to attack Russia. That's bad news. That's real bad news. That then puts our country as a legitimate target for Russia. That's frightening. You know, what are they trying to do? Start World War III? And I think it's wrong that our government can start sending extra missiles, long-range missiles, to attack Russia without the consent of Parliament. As I've said before on my other channel, in the Bill of Rights, the government can't declare a war on another country without the consent of Parliament. Is that what we're doing? Trying to start World War III? I'm with John Lennon. Give peace a chance. Anyway, I think sending the Russians to Ukraine sending missiles to Ukraine is a bad move and ought to be squashed. Anyway, Ian, signing off. Oh, another rant over.